Hello, hello everyone. Welcome, my stamping friends. My name is Marilyn Wagner. I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, and I love sharing Stampin' Up projects that I make of all different sizes, shapes, and descriptions. So if you're coming on, please let me know where you're watching from. And if you have been stamping for a long time, let me know what some of your favorite techniques are. I'm always looking for ideas to see what I can share with you. Maybe there's a new technique out that you haven't seen and I can share it with you. Let me know. And like I say, as you come on, please let me know where you're watching from. And my question for you tonight is about pumpkins. As you know, we're in October. We're on October 20th today. So close to the end of the month when we're carving pumpkins, perhaps for Halloween, if you do that thing. And but there's lots of different pumpkin kind of things out there, like pumpkin spice latte and pumpkin pie. Let me know what one of your recipes, favorite foods. Well, I guess pumpkin is a food, but favorite things to do with pumpkins. And share that in the comments with everyone as I go through my list of things to let you know about. And then we'll get started making a project before too long. I did make a post not very long ago in this group to mention that if you wanted to stamp along with me tonight, bring your silicone mat and your stamparatus. Those are the two tools that I will be using. And I'll show you some alternatives if you do not have those that perhaps will work for doing the reflection technique that we're going to do tonight. So you can see across the bottom of the screen is my current host code. I'm going to just run through the classes we have each month. I do have a 12-month Christmas card classes that we are doing. Obviously, October is the 10th month already, so we have quite a selection of Christmas cards in our stash, which is really good for those of us doing it. And I have a monthly card class the third Wednesday, and these are all Zoom. You can join from anywhere in Canada if you want the kit. If you just want the PDF, you can join from anywhere in the world. So let me know. And our Friday class, we call Zoom with Friends class. This is an amazing class. We have gathered people from all over. We share ideas. We share the teaching of the class. Depends on who wants to. You don't have to by any means, but if you want to, you're certainly welcome to. I do not share the Zoom link on social media, but if you want to sign up and come to that, just let me know and I'll add you to the email that I send out every Thursday morning. So those are my classes. I'm going to do away with that. You can always get in touch with me if you need to have any questions on them. I'm just going to quickly see pumpkin puree to chili. Carmen, sounds like a good idea. So good to see you all here. Love looking at the answers. Hello, hello, hello. I see Marie, Diana, Betty, Faye, Catherine, Carmen, my niece. Great to see you. Glad we're all back here this week. Thank you for understanding when I had to cancel last week. So I'm going to switch to my desktop and show you one other thing. Oh, I just had to share this again because I was so tickled with this little box, and so was Linda when she got it. And it was sitting on my desk, so I thought, you know what? Maybe that's going to become my starting point. Is you are always loved. So I'm just going to set him there so I can see him. Here is a, a collection that we as demonstrators can currently purchase. Customers will be able to purchase November 1st. And I did mention before, but in case you forgot, it's Fitting Florets. It's going to be available from November 1st to January 4th. And in the collection, there are the whole collection, which was $134.75. You get a stamp set with dies, which will be in the new mini catalog, another stamp set, some embellishments, and some designer paper. And I have it here, so I just want to quickly show you how beautiful it is. And just reading. Hello, Ines. I see you coming on there. So yes, please keep visiting amongst yourselves. And I will carry on here, and if I can't get to answer any questions on that I see coming across, I will certainly answer them afterwards. I hope you all know that. So the colors in this paper: balmy blue, blushing bride, crushed curry, evening evergreen, night of navy, polished pink, and soft succulent. So gorgeous colors and designs. And the back side is not quite as designy. Is that a word? More just graphic background. Colors. There was a video, and I don't remember where it is. I should find it because it showed how the lady actually designed paper. It was really interesting. I love that one. This one could be Christmas, and this one has some dies that will cut out some of the designs. So beautiful, beautiful papers. Reminds me of spring, which I'm sure is what they were aiming for with that. The embellishments are these, and they are called gold adhesive back swirls. So I'm hoping that you can see even with the glare, because I haven't opened them yet, but I will, just for you guys. Oh, they're nice. Flat, so they won't make too big a bump going through the mail. So great idea there. Then we have framed florets, stamp set, and dies. And for the first time ever that I can remember, and any of you who've been with Stampin' Up longer than me, maybe you know different, but they have named framed florets the same for the dies. So no longer do we have to try and remember what was the name of that set that went with those dies, with those stamps. This one I really like. I've seen a lot of samples, and I am hoping to offer a class for this bundle. But can you see it cuts out little hearts? So it makes a gorgeous oval shape like that. Then there are, as usual, this will cut out this, and this one will cut out this one, plus some on the designer paper. So that it comes, this is the bundle that will be in the new catalog. The other one that will only be available while supplies last, of course, is the frame festive. So it has lots for Christmas. So that's what's on special there. Plus, I presume that somewhere along the line you have heard the clearance rack was updated. And there were a lot of designer papers on there to begin with, and some of them sold out fairly quickly. So if you're looking for any of those, you could check out the clearance rack. So tonight, to make, first of all, I want to thank you all who did reply to my post a couple weeks ago about what technique would you like to learn. And one of the popular ones was the mirror technique, or reflection technique, it can be called. And that's what I'm going to try and demonstrate for you tonight. The other one was watercoloring, and I've been watching some YouTubes because I'm not very adept in that either, but I would like to share it with you. So I will do that at some point along the way. But keep doing that. Please keep letting me know what you'd like to see. And we will carry on and try something new each week. So tonight, I am going to use this particular bundle. It's a Memories and More cards and envelopes. Not sure if you've noticed them. They are on page 17 here. And they come 20 cards and 20 envelopes for $15, and they are either red or green, which to me is yells Christmas. And the envelopes have a design on the inside. The green one is a little bit different. And then the cards are just colored. You can stamp on them if you like, or they're plain white on the inside. So that's what I've decided to use. And this is the card that I made as a sample. and I want to show you how I got the deer facing each other. So to do this technique, I used my Stamparatus and my silicone mat. You can, anything that will pick up the um, the inked image, you can use. So I did try a couple with using the heavy clear plastic and the lighter clear plastic from the stamp sets. If you recall, they come, I don't know if I have one here even, that they usually come, the stamps are on the heavy one and then they're covered with the lighter one. And those are where I got those from. So you can kind of make those work, but of course not as good as using your silicone mat. So I have set up my Stamparatus with this particular deer on it. And here are some samples. I just want to show you first. So I did this one on the Stamparatus where I could stamp it twice and it's really dark. Then I did one with the plastic, wherever it ended up now, can't see it. And it's lighter. Okay, but you can see how you get the mirror image. So to do it, you need a set that has something where you can match up the two. Like this would work, this nose one would work, this one, and this one in this particular set. The other ones that I just pulled out that I think would work, and we'll maybe try them. I think this one, because you could have him, his nose together on any of them actually for that. And then I wondered about this one, if you did the girl and then flipped her and had her toes matching on the other side. So maybe we'll try those after if we have time. So the other trial one I did, you can see this one, not quite lined up perfectly. This one is one that I did do just with holding this and I wiggled it. So you can see that the ink did move. Okay, love the sentiments. Nothing else. Marie, yours is freezing. Sorry about that. I don't see it happening here, but hopefully, maybe it's the wind. The wind was really bad today for here, so I was hoping it wouldn't be bad tonight. So I'm going to start with stamping my deer the right direction. I'm going to call it right and left instead of right and wrong. We don't want to have anything wrong, right? Right? So I'm going to, this one is the one with the pattern, just like I used on, oh, can't see that, can you? On this one. So I'm going to ink it up just in my early espresso and put it on my basic white cardstock. And it stamps. Works well. Then I'm going to take that out and I'm going to place my silicone mat. Try and take all the pieces off of it and do the same thing. So I'm going to ink up the silicone mat. Then I'm going to put my magnet on there to hold those. I can take my image on here and turn it over, and because I can see through it, if I try not to shake, I can lay it down. And then I don't remember who I saw, but I did see somebody doing this, and instead of what I did on the other one was I tried to rub it and it probably moved a little bit, but they took a block and set it on like this, and there's your image. Not dark enough. Now, I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I can redo it, but I'm going to try. because that might be one of the reasons that any other time that I have tried this, I have ended up using just an outline image like this because it was easier to get it dark enough to go on there. But hey, we're doing this as trial and error, and I'm doing it to show you that now my kind of luck, it's not going to be exactly where it should be, but we'll try. Maybe if you huff on it. Maybe. Not bad. Not bad at all. So then what I did with this one, and I'll do it again, is I just took some of the same shaded spruce that's on there, and I added a little bit more design to it. And then I cut it out with the third largest of the deckled rectangles. And boy, do they connect to the magnets. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'll do that because I do want to share this card with one of you next week. So a reminder again, any of you commenting that say your name, you will be, your name will be in the draw that I have the tool working at. So please, if you haven't, please add your name to or allow StreamYard to share your name on there. If you want your name to go in the draw tonight. I do still do a draw by going back physically myself and taking everybody's or using everybody's name who commented between now and next Thursday on my post. Oops. See if I can get a row of trees going here. How did I end up with that? Just to give it a bit of design around. Oh, I like that too. Must have been more sunshine on this side because the trees are lighter, right? We'll say that anyway. Somehow I've got ink blots on there. I may, for whoever wins this, I may do a different card because that's not performance. And I will stamp the inside of this. So these cards, if you do buy these Memories and More cards, they're a little bit bigger than our usual ones, but they certainly eliminate a lot of decisions as to what you what size you might want to cut and everything else. You're able to use them quickly. So you're using Happy Hedgehog, and the mirrored image hedgehogs has fuzzy hair. That's a good idea, Faye. Yeah, I'm going to try this girl one yet. I do want to try that and see. So now I will bring in my, just a sec, get some of this stuff out of the way. My cut and emboss machine. I have to comment because a couple weeks ago when I was using my little one, I remember Karen commenting on, oh, look at clean plates. Well, Karen, this time I certainly don't have clean plates. These little dots are left from a Christmas card class I just put together. And these are well-used plates. So I am going to just lay my die on there and find a piece of Post-it note and cut it out, and then we can put it on. Try not to shake the table too bad for you guys, but and yes, I should have had that at an angle. Did you know that? If you turn, instead of putting it through straight like that, if I would have turned it like this, it would have made those clunking noises. It's so bad. So, when I have lots of happy mail to show you before we're done today too. So that's my layer that I can put on here, and this one, much against my grain again, I did mount it at an angle. This one I'll probably mount straight, and then we'll go back and we're going to try a couple of those other stamp sets that I had brought out. Just trying to read. Embellishments come in handy. Ines, I'm not sure what you're commenting on there. Oh, for where I know where I put the blobs of ink. Yes, like on here. You're right. I may have to use some of those new fancy ones I have. So you can see how that should work. So let's try this one, just because I happen to have more white paper. And this one's a cling mount, as opposed to the clear photopolymer. So I'm going to stamp it like so. Then, just because I said we would try it, let's try it on the thicker clear plastic. Yes, thanks, Ines. Yeah, I did finally figure that out. Okay. And again, when you stamp on this, I could feel it move. Not very much though. Then what you would do here is just, okay, another block. Turn it like so. And again, still not dark enough. Okay, let's try what I may have to do some more research on this. I would have thought that would have been plenty dark enough, but I'm going to try whoever it was that suggested that. At least on this clear stuff, you can place it over top again. And this time I'm going to, because I think, wouldn't it be neat to have a card like this if you were giving it to a teenager and her friend? So that's better. So maybe the rubbing is better than just the block on it. So I'd love to see what you guys can do with this design, with this technique, and share your pictures in the comments, because I think it's a really cool technique. But better done with who I just love this little guy. I know that, first of all, oh, that's not too bad. It's hard to get him totally covered. And dark enough. And then let's go back to, not interesting, lost the, there it is. I need to clean the deer off of here and try this because we can see through it. That is basic gray. Doesn't that look black though? And also stamping on there this way, and that's not going to work quite right. I can see that right now, but I'll just show you again. So you've got the idea. You can see through it enough that you can put him on there, and then he's going to be a, what was it? Somebody was talking about their dog. It was a different color, not just all black, like, and that one is, he's more of a mottled, and of course there's my space for embellishments as well. So hopefully that gives you some ideas, and you will run with it and share whatever you make so that we can all learn from it for next time. Now, I'm just going to move these because I don't want to get ink all over my Happy Mail. And I'll show you some Happy Mail. I will tell you. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, they didn't break. That was my magnets off of my, but they sure hurt when they snap together. Don't do that. Like my dad used to tell me, don't do as I do as I say. That was especially when he was teaching me how to drive a car. And then we came home with the car one day, and Carmen, I don't know if you even know this story. Carmen is my niece, so that's why I'm saying that. I was learning how to drive, and we came home, and he said, if you're going to drive, you got to put it in the garage. I said, Dad, I can't. He said, yes, you can. Just go up there and do this and this and this. And I went up there and did this and this and this, and he went, because I took a piece of trim off the side of the car. So he never asked me to put it in the garage again. But eventually I did learn how to do that. So, okay, before I go to show and tell, I do want to show you the card we made 2 weeks ago. Careful, yes, Carmen. This is the one we did with the designer paper. And I did a draw from everybody who commented, the one I do manually. And the winner for that is Diana C. So I will be sending that to you. Thank you for commenting, all of you. I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming to watch and sharing what I love to do. So my show and tell cards. I have this one. I don't think I showed you this one before. This is one that Karen had sent, and I haven't seen Karen's name on here. I don't know if you're here, Karen, but I know you do watch the replays. Beautiful fall colors. Love, love, love. And your coloring was great. Stamp set I don't have, so I really appreciate seeing it in person. This one is from a friend of ours who came to have Thanksgiving with us, and she has taken a couple classes from me, but she said she didn't find time to make cards, but she bought this one from somebody in her housing development where she lives. And I love all the detail in the leaves and the colors, of course. This one is from a swap that I'm in with Tracy out of Saskatchewan, and I thought it was interesting. We've talked often about using embossing folder on the flap of a card, but she has actually done the corner of the front as well. So I thought that was a neat technique. And she's done this card, which again, I do not have the set, so I really appreciate it, Tracy. Thank you. The ribbon, the trees to me are birch trees, acorns, autumn wishes. I'm so fond of you. Some great verses that Stampin' Up! Has in their sets for sure. Another one from that part of the country as well. And again, she's done a little bit on the envelope. And she had this all put in one of our clear envelopes so that it's all good. I can use the whole card like this. It's done with that leaf folder again. And a couple of swatches, some embellishments. I believe those are from the ones that come with the the maple leaves and the embellishments in the same package, and a different design on the inside, which I thought was kind of unique, and I like it. She's done the same color as she had here, around here, and then just put a piece on. And just a minute, and I'll see if I can. Yes, Amber Gem Combo is where those are from. So, so thank you, Karen. Another Karen. This is a swap from Linda and my downline. We do a downline swap each month, done with the designer paper, the gingham paper, Hello Fall, stamped on the inside, beautiful card. And most of these, well, all of my team swaps, you will see on my Facebook group eventually through the month because I take pictures and share them. And she is very talented in making her own envelopes from whatever she's got. So that's great. Another one from Lori on our team with this distinctive stamp for the maple leaves and designer paper there, embellishments, a little bit of twine in a bow, a tiny bow, and a little stamp on the inside. Thank you, Lori. This one is from Sharon, and I think she really likes Halloween, something like Linda. I know Linda really likes Halloween. Um, designer paper, bats, happy Halloween. And she's got some cute little business cards made. So really appreciate you sharing that, Sharon. This one is from Marie, and I did see Marie's name on here. So thank you, Marie. It's a different design called an open door pop-up, and it opens, and it pops up. So I'm thinking one we may end up doing at some point. I haven't done the research to figure it out yet, or taken the card apart, which sorry to say, but I have done that before, especially when I want to share something like that with you. This one is from Karen Gardner. She's one of my stamping sisters, and I've got one like this from her before, and I do not know how to do this, so I may have to be in touch with her and learn that because I think it's a really neat fold. What do you think? Another set I don't have, so I really appreciate getting those. This is all colors. Okay, sorry, just reading some of the comments. This is one we made in our Zoom with Friends on Friday, one that I made, but Linda taught it, and it is a card that stands up like this, and it really looks way more difficult than it is. It was very easy once you figured out the designer paper that you wanted to use. And I just had a clip on it because I was taking a picture of it. But this is the Abigail Rose paper that I used on that one. And I'm tickled with how it went together. Then I have 3 cards that I did yesterday in my monthly card club with just a bit different folds. I think I've shown you this one before, but in case not, it's kind of a neat stand-up fold that you can do. And this is rose gold shimmer paper. Really, really like it. This is using the Fresh Freesia and the Splendid Day designer paper and the hexagons. Yes, hexagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, hexagons. And a little bit inside just to put it all together. But I showed the ladies at the class that there are a number of stamps that will fit in that shape. So you can certainly use that as a versatile design. And last but not least is this tall card, which does fit in a regular business envelope, as we call it. It does not fit in our Stampin' Up! Ones, so I didn't check that before I made it. I just knew that I had the business envelopes. But it's a kind of a neat multi-layered card. So when you open it, you have this, and you could leave it so you could write more, you could still write there. Then you open it and you have an inside layer. Or you could leave it like this so that it's a surprise as you open the pieces. But it was a card that Lillian had taught us during one of our staycations, and I, of course, used different paper and whatever, but was able to recreate it for the most part. So So I was pleased with that. So hopefully those have given you some idea. And a couple things. I do want to make a draw yet tonight, but also, what was I going to tell you? Oh, last night, I know some of you had popped on when I was doing a kind of an impromptu video of cards that I'd received in a swap to do with the mini. And there were quite a number of cards there, again, sets that I do not have. So if you want to see that, go back. It is on my VIP page. You can see it, or it is in on YouTube as well. And have a blue at the cards that are there. There's some great samples there as well. So again, thank you for joining me. And I'm going over to, that's not what I wanted to do. Just a sec. I have to do it this way so you can see it, not just me. This is giveaway tool. Okay, so there. Now you should be able to see it. And I can go and do 10 entries, so 10 names on there. Thank you. And I'm going to draw 5 of them as always, so you can get cards from me. Marie W. Congratulations. And this particular draw feature not only to take names, so you may end up with 2 or 3 cards. But I really appreciate you coming on and commenting. Marie, again, Marie is the one that card folds. It loves getting cards. So Judy. Congrats, Judy. I saw the picture of you. I thought maybe your mom was watching me. And number 4 winner is Carmen. Carmen K. And Betty, I see you're watching on YouTube. That also, because I'm streaming to both Facebook and YouTube, the comments come through here as well. So that's a great feature of StreamYard. And Judy again. So thank you, ladies, for hanging in there with me. Let's take that one out. And go back to this one. And what do I want with that one? Remove that one. Okay. We're good. We're good. So thank you, everyone. Oh, it was the other Carmen that won. Carmen K. But I appreciate all of you being here and all your comments. Thank you for joining me. And please bring a friend next time. We always have so much fun when we do these kind of things. And as always, keep in touch. Let me know if there's anything that you're particularly interested in, and I will certainly see if I can round up a way to show you how to do it. So take care now. Bye.